Hello students. So today we are going to begin with our class, that is our environment, and our subtopic is types of food chain. Yes. So students, we have already studied about the food chain, right? So who represents the first trophic level? Yes, that is producers, right? Yes. So can you see these trophic levels in a food chain? So here if you see, the producers are the one who represent the first trophic level, and the different levels of consumers, these all are the consumers, so they represent the successive trophic levels, right? So in an ideal situation, a food chain will have a maximum of 3 or 4 trophic levels, right? So if you see, the primary consumer, they are also called as what? Herbivorous. The secondary consumers, they are also called as what? Primary carnivorous. And the tertiary consumers, they are also called as what? Secondary consumers, right? So there can be hundreds and thousands of food chains operating in an ecosystem. So this is only because any given plant can be a food for a variety of primary consumers, and each primary consumer in turn can be food for many varieties of secondary consumers, and so on. So this is a chain, it will continue. So the quaternary consumers and the decomposers, they are on the basis of different factors, okay? So especially when tertiary consumers become the food for the next consumers, they can be classified as what? Quaternary consumers, okay? And you already know what are decomposers, or who are the decomposers, right? So today basically we will learn what are the different types of food chain. So food chains can be broadly classified into the 3 types, okay? So let us see the first type of the food chain, that is grazing food chain, okay? So what is a grazing food chain also called as? That is herbivorous food chain. So in this food chain, primary consumers are plant eating animals, and most of the food chain belongs to this category, okay? So food chains are also known as what? Such kind of food chains are also known as predatory food chains, okay? For example, this type of food chain is followed everywhere, that is grass, grasshopper, birds and falcon, okay? So this food chain begins especially from green plants, and the primary consumer over here is herbivore, okay? So they are called as what? Grazing food chain. I have one more example for you all. Yes, so this is a very common example we have seen so far, that is producers are the flowers over here. Then who consumes these flowers? That is caterpillar. Then this is the caterpillar is the primary consumer, okay? Then frog is the secondary consumer, that is he eats the caterpillar. Then snake is the tertiary consumer, okay, because he is dependent on the frog. And the owl is again the consumer, that is quaternary consumer, who is dependent on the snake, okay? So these are the different levels of food chain, and how the one food becomes the food for the other animal, and how the same food becomes for the third animal, right? So today the flower is a food for caterpillar, but for the next day the caterpillar is the food for the frog, right? So this is how the food chain depends upon, okay? So such kind of food chains are about hundreds and thousands which are operating in our ecosystem. You never know where such food chain exists. Everywhere such kind of food chain exists, okay? So such kind of examples you can try to find out and list down them, okay? And in that you have to find out who is the primary consumer, who is the producer, who is the secondary consumer, who is the tertiary consumer, and who is the quaternary consumer, right? So try to find out this, okay? Then the second one is detritus food chain, okay? So the name is the new for you. So detritivorous means in this food chain the primary consumer is A detrivore means, for example, ants, termites, earthworms, millipedes, crabs, they all are called as detrivorous because they feed on detritus. Means, what are detritus called as? Fallen leaves, okay, or parts of dead trees and similar kinds of organic matter. Okay, these are called as what? Detritus. So this type of food chain starts from the dead organic matter of decaying animals and plant bodies to the microorganisms, and then to detritus feeding organism, and then to the other predators. Means, for example, if you take detritus, for example, if you say detritus is the any fallen leaf part or any dead tree part or anything that is similar kind of organic matter. I said organic, right? So organic means what? That matter which can be decomposed easily into the soil. So here, if detritus is the organism, then who will eat this detritus or the fallen leaves or the parts of dead trees? For example, earthworms. Okay, then earthworms will eat this, and then who will eat the earthworms? That is birds. Okay, so here detritus means that is the organic matter, and who is dependent on the organic matter, they are called as what? Detrivorous food chain. So you might have already studied in class 7 that fungi, if you see, insects, protozoa, bacteria, algae, they all are dependent on the dead and decaying animals and plant bodies. So these all, they come under the detritus food chain. Okay, see, here is the example how the food chain is. So here the sun's energy is taken by the plants, then it acts as an energy for dead organic matter, and it helps for the bacteria as a food. Then millipede or detrivore, that is called as, or aerobic respiration, and then you will get all the matter in the form of inorganic nutrients. It is again a simple chain. Okay, then the third one is, yes, that is parasitic food chain. Okay, so you already studied what are parasites, right? Who are the parasites? The one who is dependent on the other for their food. So in this type, either the producer or consumer is parasitized. Means, see, if for example producer is plant, okay, and if earthworm is eating that plant, then the earthworm is a parasite because he is dependent on the plant, right? For example, now earthworm is a food for birds, then birds are the parasites because they are dependent on the earthworms. So here either the producer or even the consumer, both are parasitized. So the transfer of food energy may occur through a series of parasites. So there is a continuous series of parasites. We are also the parasites, right? Human beings are also the parasites because we are also dependent for food on the other animals. So everybody is here a parasite. There are also some parasitic plants also. You might have studied in class 7, that is amarbel or cuscuta, right? It is also a parasite, right? Yes. Then here I have given a simple example. Here tree is the producer, then fruit eating birds, then lice and bugs, and then fungi. Okay, so here lice and bugs are parasitic on birds. They are dependent on the birds, and fungi are parasitic on bird lice. Means if lice and bugs are dead and they are decomposed, and that dead matter or decomposed matter is eaten by the fungi. Okay, so why do we need to study the food chain? Because the knowledge of food chain helps in understanding the feeding relationship, right? Yes, so this helps for the feeding relationship as well as the interaction between the different organisms that takes place. Okay, so whatever interaction is happening in the world, in the ecosystem, is all dependent on the food chain, which will pass energy from one body to other body, right? and it also helps in understanding the mechanism of energy flow and circulation of matter in ecosystem. Yes, it is a life cycle, right? So circulation takes place everywhere. So if we get a seedling, we have to sow it back to the soil so that we can get the same plant, right? So this is how the cycle represents. Then it also helps to understand the movement of toxic substances. So this is so far we have not discussed yet. We will definitely discuss about this, because when energy is passing from one body to other body, at the same time it is also passing some of the toxic substances in the ecosystem. Okay, and this is also helpful to understand the movement of toxic substances and the problem associated with biological magnification in the ecosystem. So biological magnification we are going to study in our next class. Okay students? Yes. So I hope you understood what are different types of food chain, how the food chain takes place in ecosystem. Try to find out the examples. There are varieties of examples in the ecosystem where you will find the different kinds of food chain, and there you have to find out who are the producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers. At least minimum you have to try to find out these. Okay, yes, thank you students for watching this.